Hey everybody, Dr. Wenzel, Brentwood MD. Welcome to video 2 of a 3-part series all about wearable health technology. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 most important KHIs, or key health indicators, to track in order to have meaningful data so that you can make powerful decisions around your health, performance, longevity. Number 1, far and away the most important data point to be tracking, the holy grail of health, a normalized blood sugar. There is no greater value in your health journey than being able to, with certainty and accuracy and predictability, know what certain behaviors do to your blood glucose level. And we now have the ability through something called constant glucose monitoring, CGM, to track your sugar or glucose data in near real time. Every 5 minutes in a 24-hour period of time, 7 days a week, data gets pushed to a sensor that you wear on your body that doesn't interrupt what you're doing, passively collecting your blood glucose no matter what you eat, no matter what your activity, no matter what you're doing, stress level, sleep. Your glucose gives you the ultimate optical window into your metabolic health. And that is far and away number 1. Number 2, sleep. Listen, I can't pound the drum high enough on the importance of sleep. And as a physician, I've done a number of years, over 10 years, working nights in the ER. The negative impact from not sleeping is grossly underestimated. We now are starting to realize the importance of sleep. We spend a third of our life doing it, but what really happens? Hard to know until recently. We now have the ability to track in a predictable manner, in a non-invasive way, like a sleep study, where each night, every night, accounting for all variables, you can get critical data about what you're doing, how long you're doing it, the quality of what you're doing. And just like with glucose, we can figure out what certain behaviors and what certain environmental situations create and how they impact your journey of sleep. Very, very important. Thirdly, the third most important thing is activity. Look, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. You can't outrun your mouth. You guys have listened to me say this all the time. It's not that activity is not important and exercise is not important. It is very critical in your overall health, longevity, strategy, but it's not number 1. But we do need to understand what our activity and our rhythms and cadences of life look like when we're measuring them from an output standpoint. Oftentimes we get confused as humans because we work so hard here, but our bodies are not exerting a caloric burn. And so there's a mismatch at the end of the day of mental fatigue, but physically we have done very little. And it's very important as we're marching this out of health and longevity, because look, humans are designed to be powerful, fast, responsive creatures. And let's be honest, it's pretty easy being a human in 2021 and beyond physically. Mentally, it's a whole nother game because we have all kinds of problems that we're inundated with and a lot of things jockeying for our attention. So from here up is a totally different game, but from here down, this physical being of being a human needs to be tracked, and we can similarly track the activity through our day, the rhythms of our day, and how it impacts other metrics. There are far more other things that we could be choosing to track, but I would recommend all of you starting with getting a very clear picture of what your glucose is, what your sleep patterns and rhythms are, and activity levels and quality are, and how they interplay with each other. Here's why. You can get lost in the weeds with all the things that are still important, but they're not the critical things. To me, these are the pillars. The reason why is that when you get in isolation, these are very, very important, but when you stack them, they have something called a nonlinear relationship. And all that means is in a linear relationship, 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 2 = 4, they're additive. In a nonlinear or geometric, it's not 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. These things have a hockey stick of impact. When you start understanding your glucose level in and of itself, but how your glucose level may be affecting your sleep and your activity, or how sleep may be affecting your glucose, your activity, your sleep and glucose, all of a sudden you get this dynamic, nonlinear impact. and the optics that you gain on behaviors and environment and how they are impacting your journey is second to none. Really, it's the compound effect on both health and performance that you get by getting wearable technology tracking your personal data around glucose levels, sleep quantity and quality, and your overall activity levels. This is a game changer, guys. I hope this is valuable for you. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through kind of putting it all together. We've talked about why it's important. We've talked about the 3 most important things. In the next video, I'll walk you through some of the tech options that you have in order to track all of these things, and what in the world do you do with all the data once you have it. I'll have answers. Until we meet again, take care, guys. Bye.